All right, folks, thank you for joining me Monday night. We gotta get caught up with all this tax stuff. There's been lots of stuff going on, and we're gonna get right into it. Thanks again to Nats in the Pizza. I will be sharing the link periodically. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe. This guy's getting closer to 1,000. I'd like to see him over 1,000 subs. So if you don't mind, if you haven't subbed, go over there, check it out. He is doing the God's work, folks, because rather than sit and sift through 2 and 3 hour hangouts and Suffering Sammy and all kinds of things. Nats is digging out the nuggets and keeping us up to date to the hour on this new arc, this tax saga. Tonight, folks, we're going to get caught up to the latest, including dead dogs and rage. Yes, more dead dogs. Vonhelton is claiming there has been an intruder on the property that shot one of his dogs. We have no idea if this is fact or fiction, but he has went so far as to accuse the trolls of being behind this. Again, folks, I don't know. I'm just bringing you the news. You make up your own mind, but we're going to get caught up. If you don't mind thumbsing it up, all that good stuff. What else was I going to say? Oh, yeah, so we're going to actually back it up a little bit and give some people a chance to come in here, but just kind of make this cohesive. We're going to back up to kind of where we left off, where this is coming up to a major fundraiser that they were going to have. Now, spoiler alert, they raised not even $1 on the fundraiser, and as what I like to see through these collection of clips is how reality is setting in, seeping in slowly through Von's thick skull, that he's pretty much fucked. He's pretty much come to terms that he might have to either sell the properties or even move to Russia, he's saying at this point, folks. And he's going at Stivers pretty hard here, too. So we're going to get into all that. We got rage. It's everything you want. It's your one-stop shop here, folks. It's quite amazing to watch this downward spiral. Folks, we are getting towards the end of the year. I was talking with someone. We got to start making some hard decisions about this year's Golden Lulz cow. And it's been an interesting year. Stuff has went on, but I think just the bar has been set so high, we seem to be desensitized to it, because nothing's really sticking out to me as an absolute, this is the thing, this is it. But could this be the year that Vonhelton actually gets the awards? So, I don't know. You got to look at the things that are going on. We got possible eviction, land liens. We do have, now I consider J-Dubs in the Vonhelton sphere, kind of the same way like Shevin Randy.
Goddamn internet!
The Mudbrooker has just donated $2 through Super Chat. The Super Chat button works, ya cheap bastards.
Thank you very much. I forgot to have that unmuted. Thank you very much, folks. And speaking of fundraisers, I was kind of thinking the 17th. Should we have a fundraiser to buy those taxes? Now, you might be wondering, why buy the taxes? I think we could make a case that it might be a good investment. But we'll see what's going to go on. Maybe the 17th we should have our own little fundraiser. Make sure Vonhelton knows about it. Vonhelton J-Dubs are welcome to come over and watch it. And maybe we can, anyways, we'll talk more about that the other time. I forget the point I was going to make about Rev and Channy. Fuck, I don't know. Who cares? Let's just get into this. It'll come to me, I'm sure. Anything else I want to say? I don't know. I think we just want to get going here. So, again, we're backing up. This is part 12. Again, I have a playlist as well that this video will be part of, and all of Nats' uploads. But go over and see Nats. Give him a like, give him a thumbs up, all that good stuff, and definitely subscribe. But enough of me babbling, folks. Let's just let's set the tone. Let's get right into it.
How's everything? What's on the agenda for today's Von? What do you think?
What's on the agenda for today? Not much. Just kind of hanging loose and seeing if the renters are going to come through, and hopefully they are. And then I can go and at least pay some of the taxes, maybe not all, but some, and get them.
And make sure you ask them about, if you don't pay it all, that how long you got and if the interest is piling up or not.
Right. Well, I expected I would probably have to pay, a fee or something, but, the trolls are saying, "Oh yeah, man, the trolls, the trolls are saying, oh man, your taxes are like $5,000 and shit." No, it ain't.
Wait, Jose.
I don't think it's going to be that high.
Not at all, man.
I hope not. Of course, we do got Stivers out there who's actively doubling everything. My water bill, my electric bill,
You make good points, Todd, but sometimes you just got to go with it, dude. Just Vonhelton doesn't know that stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? Just go with it, dude. Jeez.
Doing everything to destroy you.
He's doing everything he can to destroy me, yeah, and he needs to go to prison for that. Now, like I said, the gods ain't played their hand on the chessboard yet. So But yeah, I mean, well, like I said, the gods haven't played their hand yet. And when they play their hand, they said it would be devastating. I don't know what that means. Don't begin to know what it means. Don't want to know what it means. And that was the whole point of them handling it and leaving me out of it, because that way nobody could come back on me and say, I did this or I did that. Are you kidding? I can't do anything. The gods literally have locked me up. I can't do anything.
Yeah.
And so that way, when they do a thing or something happens, they can't come back on me and say, well, you used your magic to do this, or you did that, or you did this. I can't. So they can't, nobody can come back on me later and say it was me. No, this is a total sovereign move of the gods of creation. They said, we're going to handle your personal shit, and then you go take care of hurricanes and typhoons and floods and mudslides and rock slides and shit like that. You go handle that shit. We'll handle your personal shit. I'm like, okay. Sounds like a plan. So, Nat's in the pizza, one of my neighbors.
Oh, let's get
in
him
the
out of
outside chat, and he is saying, hey, Solar, dig deep and pay Von's taxes so he don't lose his property.
How much are Nats in the pizza? Is it the real Nats in the pizza?
Yeah, he made a third account, so he's back.
Jesus.
John just
What's going on
again.
with the taxes, Vaughn? Are they paid or not? How much do you owe
not yet. I ain't paid them yet.
When are they due? By the 19th, right?
I think it's like the 18th or 19th. Yeah, something like
Vaughn, you have got to pay them. That's something you can't fucking just say, I'm going to wait a week late and pay like your fucking electric bill.
I am well aware of my situation, but the renters ain't paid the rent. That's what I'm waiting on. I'm waiting on the renters to pay the rent. Then I'll go pay.
I thought John was helping you out with this, and you're going to pay him back.
Well, that's the plan. With the renter money and with John helping me, I should be able to pay the taxes.
John, how much does he owe on them taxes?
I think he said like 1,000, a couple of 100,000, 1,500.
Are you loaning it to him or what? What's going on there?
Well, it depends on how much he needs. It depends on how much I can give.
You guys better figure that shit out.
I could probably get away. I could probably give him like $300-400, but it's only on the
they're
condition
doing like a couple of days, right? That's something you can't fucking like pay late, is what I'm saying. There's a tax sale up the street, it's like the people are gonna lose the property. It's like, listen, Todd says $4,000, John.
He owes like less than 2,000.
Hey Vaughn, let me ask you a question here, bro. Yeah. Have you called the clerk of courts or the county courthouse to find out your total?
No.
In case we have to have a fundraiser here.
No, I haven't.
To raise your tax. We're gonna have to have a fundraiser this weekend, guys. We're gonna have to run 24/7. Yeah, they will. Look how much money they gave Larry to move. People will hook you up.
All righty. My closing statement.
YouTube and Facebook. We're live on Rumble, YouTube, and Facebook. We are doing a fundraiser for Vonhelton. He owes a little bit money on the taxes, but that's okay. It's not too much. Now the trolls are saying it's over $5,000. That is absolutely a lie. It's $2,000 at most, right, Vaughn? It's $2,000.
I would think, yeah. I don't think it's going to be no $5,000.
So, right. So just everyone, if you can hit that Cash App, the links are in the description. Actually, look, I put the ticker right along the bottom.
You would think that if you owed money and may risk eventually, not right now, but even potentially losing the property or just going in arrears of your property, that you would probably at least get the total. I mean, even what was posted in the newspaper is way more than what Vaughn seems to speculate that he owes. Like, how do you not know what you owe? Like, it's the shit abyss, folks.
You got my my address and you got James's address.
Yep.
So please donate to James Vonhelton. I call him Vaughn, but his first name is Mr. James. So if you want to donate to James, go donate to James.
Yeah.
We would appreciate it. It will keep the show going. It will make Vaughn happy. It would make me happy. Everyone will be happy.
Oh, a promissory note to. I thought you was talking about trying to purchase my property or some shit. That's what I thought you was talking about. Yeah, if you want me to sign a document saying that I'll repay you, fine. I don't have a problem with that. None whatsoever. How much are you willing to give me, though? Are you willing to give me $5,000 just in case it really is $5,000? Or are you going to only give me $2,000 or $1,000? What do you want to? How much can you give? But yeah, if you want me to,
well, geez, why don't you get a total together, Vaughn, of what you actually got? Like, who holds a fundraiser with not even knowing what the fucking goal is, right? Like, what if you did raise $2,000 and you go in and find out, oh my God, it's $2,700 that I owe, or $3,000, or whatever, or even $2,200. Let's just say hypothetically. I know it's more than that, but I'm just saying, right? Like, you still lose, Vaughn. You still lose. The story of his life, folks.
Sign a document saying I will repay you. That's not a problem. I have no problem. You give me a Cash App, and I'll just send you, I don't know, $200-300 until I have you paid back up. It'll all be took care of, guaranteed. And
now remember, keep this in your pocket for the later. What he's going to say later, folks, because coming up in the video, he is going to just shoot this hole in the face. He keeps claiming that someone just can loan him the money to pay the taxes. He can pay it back. Well, what's Vaughn's income? Well, it's because he's renting under the table, right? Remember that. That's his income, his renters. Now, put aside the fact that he's just going to have new taxes in January. If you can't afford to pay your taxes the 1 year and you have to get a loan, pay that loan, how are you going to pay the next one? You're just going to be in a worse situation, just owing more money now to two different hands, right? But that aside, I want you to remember that he says he can pay people back, remembering what his income is, folks, because he's even going to contradict that later.
The money that I don't use to pay the taxes will be given back to you as well. So, and the nice thing about Cash App is that I've got a ready-made receipt right there proving that I paid you back. So it works out great that way. So if you send it via Cash App and send me a document, I will sign it, and I will, use the money to pay the taxes, and then I'll pay you right back. Not a problem. Because the renters owe me, this renter here owes me 2 months. This renter over here owes me a month. And the renter over at Fat Larry's owes me a month. Can you do me a favor? But yes, if you send it.
Okay, so he actually mentioned it in this video too. I wasn't sure if, I think he gets more into it later. I want to put that back because remember, he's going to pay it back based off his income, which is the renters. Now let's see.
I will sign it.
Okay.
I will, use the money to pay the taxes, and then I'll pay you right back. Not a problem.
Not a problem. Couldn't pay it the first time, can't pay what's coming up, but he'll pay you back, no problem.
The renters owe me, this renter here owes me 2 months.
Oh, okay. So one renter's not paying.
This renter over here owes me a month.
Okay, so two renters aren't paying.
And the renter over at Fat Larry's owes me a month.
Oh, so all the renters aren't actually paying. So the income that he's relying on, that he promises to pay you back, he can't even collect on. So it sounds like a pretty good deal. Sounds legit, right, folks?
But yes, if you send it via Cash App and then email me a document, I will sign it and send it back to you, and everything will be just ducky. I have no problem signing a document of that type. Just don't try to think you're going to hoodwink me, because that's not going to work. That's not going to work. I took real estate law in school, so you're not going to hoodwink me. Nice try. But I mean, yeah, if you want me to sign a promissory note, a document saying I will repay you, that's fine. I mean, I'll give you about $200 a month or something like that until I pay you back, and you'll be paid back every penny. And then, like I said, what I don't use to actually pay the taxes with, I will give that money back to you. And then and it'll all be done through Cash App, which comes with an automatic receipt, and so that way it will not be any kind of clandestine bullshit. It will all be out in the open. I'll be out in the open, all wide-eyed and bushy-tailed, so everything will be fine. Vaughn, why don't you sell one of your mom's war bonds to pay off the taxes with? Because my mother's war bonds were stolen by the Frosts, remember? They were stolen. How the fuck am I going to get rid of one of the war bonds? Yeah, but you're right. I mean, if I cashed in one of the war bonds, it would pay my taxes for the next 10 years. The problem is that the Frost stole all the war bonds. So I'm not going to be able to do that now, am I? Yeah, they were really stolen, bro. Yeah, they were really stolen. Would you like to see the empty lockbox they came in? I can show it to you.
Well, here's Vaughn's strong evidence that he had like war bonds worth all this money. Check it out. This is compelling, folks.
Here's one of the lockboxes that the documents came in. And as you can see, it's empty.
It's empty, folks. Obviously, the story's true. Well, that's interesting because I have an empty box in my back room that once had like 8 trillion gazillion dollars in it, folks. But I can show you it's empty. How do you explain that? Obviously, it was stolen, and I'm owed money. Come on, Abraham Lincoln. What was that? Fuck, I can't remember the name of that document he got. I'm gonna get one of those documents. Abraham Lincoln owes me $1 gazillion because I have an empty box in my back room. If I had the money, it'd be in there, Your Honor.
Tell you, or if anybody tells you that those documents were not stolen, well, here's the lockbox. Where's the documents? Ain't nothing in there. Several of them lockboxes, and they all contain documents.
Philo Blues.
Yes, the replevin. That's it. I'm gonna file a replevin that Abraham Lincoln owes me 16 gazillion dollars because I have an empty box of my mother's in the corner of a room. That's fuck.
Says we should elect.
Can you imagine if the world worked like how Vonhelton sees it? Can you just actually for a second sit back and I don't want you. You'll descend into madness, folks. Lowell's madness is it's a serious issue that should be addressed.
People
another time
to the show for them to call us names. So if anyone wants to call us the most filthy,
call me an evil capitalist pig. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, as long as you don't.
As long as you give me money, I don't give a fuck. But I told you the quickest way to do it is to go to my Odyssey page, become a member for $10, $20,
and that's what I do.
And that's what John does. And then you can post comments. You can speak in the live chat.
I just want to answer.
What's going on?
Look at the doggy. Look at the doggy in the back. Look at the doggy in the back.
Oh,
look at the doggy in the back.
I see crab cakes, Vaughn. What do you mean?
Tax bill doubles September 18th. His bill, Vaughn does not pay it off. They don't accept partial payments. Well, we're going to get that.
Going to pay him.
We're going to get it taken care of. Don't worry. I'm going to donate to
That's
Vaughn.
why we're running a fucking marathon for donations.
Yep, that's why we're running a marathon.
Vaughn, what's it in the chat saying that you owe 2,300 in property tax?
No, he owes 4,000.
No, it's 4,000 if I don't pay after the 18th.
If you don't pay that, then what happens?
Then they just make it more.
You're homeless.
Oh, so they're not going to evict you. They're not going to turf you out.
No, they're not going to evict me. The property is tied up in what they call an estate, which is handled through the court system. So they're not going to evict me or anything, but it's just going to be really hard on me. I'm going to have, after the 18th, it'll double. And now if I don't pay the taxes a few years in a row, then what they'll do, they'll put a lien on it through the courts. And then I got to sweat bullets because then they can, sell the property or whatever.
What does a lien mean? Because we don't have liens in the UK as far as I'm aware. So what does a lien mean? It's a
lien is like a mortgage type thing. They take out, they go on ahead and cover the property, and then you owe them. And then you have so often to take care of that lien, and then if you don't, then it goes up for sale at auction.
Oh, so somebody can buy your house or your property
but only after they put a lien on it, and then the lien goes into default. Okay, they have to put a lien on it first. Then that lien, there's so much time to pay the lien off. But then if you don't pay the lien off, then it goes into default. Then they can sell the property to get their money back.
Vaughn is a renter. He rents to several.
And then where do you go from there?
If they get rid of my property, what would happen to me is basically I would just I would have nowhere to go. I'd be out on the street.
Well, the rental isn't covering the property taxes. The rental
not
money?
yet. I mean, it's going to, But I'm waiting on the renters to pay. As soon as they pay, hopefully I can go down there and pay some of the tax.
Hopefully some of the taxes. Remember, this is the money he's going to pay you back with if you pay his taxes, folks. Now it's hopefully. Watch the expression on Von's face as these videos progress, because reality is starting to set in on him here.
You don't have any family then that can take you in?
No. Are you kidding?
No, he made enemies with all the people that tried to help him. He basically spit in everyone's face that he has left in the world. Oh, see, I told you guys. Watching Von dig himself into this hole is going to be absolutely spectacular. And I'm loving every minute of it. Him and fucking J-Dubs living in a car and shit. Or a shitty room. Shitty bathroom soon, I guess.
No.
They're all dead. My mother and father are dead. That piece of shit down the road there killed my mother and father. They're dead. John, if somebody is willing to donate $100, would you match their $100?
No, he spent on prostitution.
No, because I'm already helping you with the donation.
You're already helping me. Okay, all right.
I don't do digital currency.
And the donation that I give you for the taxes is, I'm just saying officially on the record, if I give you money to help you with taxes, I have to be paid back. I can't give you a donation.
Well, you be paid back. I mean,
Blue.
John, why is Blue in the outside chat? Why is he in the outside chat?
Hey, by the way, Von's being harassed by Blue, Von, and you don't.
Yeah, Blue's in the private chat harassing me. Yeah, he's got like 2 names in there.
All right, come in, Blue. Come in here, Blue.
Come on in here, Blue, you skinny fuck.
Blue.
Yeah, we want to see. We want to see what you look like, Blue, because you're skinny as fuck.
Blue, come in here.
This and got lice, buddy.
He's gonna fucking
Dude, you
die,
can't handle
man.
this guy, dude.
Hey, look at my happy ass. Do I look?
Look how big Von is. Good, Von. Show him. Do it again.
Nope. Wrong.
Holy fuck!
Show this one.
Right there, folks.
Von's got some guns on.
Look at this fucking shirt, though. I mean, look. I'm gonna put it back a bit. The holes are just worse. And look under his pits and stuff.
See, we want to see what you look like, Blue, because you're skinny as fuck.
Watch it. Just look at this.
Lice, buddy.
He's gonna fucking
Dude, you
die,
can't handle
man.
this guy. Dude,
I need G-Man. Someone get a hold of G-Man now.
I'm sorry Wilson has just donated $2. The hole in his shirt between his tits about as gaped out as Floppy's butthole.
Thank you for the visuals. And thank you, Wilson. Thank you. I do appreciate it. Folks, with all that money you're saving from... I'm just joking. Look at the shirt, though. Look at the pits. Look at the pits. Look at these holes, man. There's no denying. We've been tracking these holes for how long now? Like, Von, just get another shirt. Oh, yeah, that's right. You don't have any money. That's why you can't pay anybody back. Like, at least dress up if you want to try to swindle people. That's the thing. Like, who's watching this? Like, what kind of marathon? Well, first of all, it's not a marathon, but like, what kind of fundraiser is this when you know your audience are people that just want to watch you fail? Like, there's nobody's going to give you money. The same people that, quote, destroyed your life are not going to give you money to save it. But just admire this, folks. This fucking shirt. Completely saturated, drenched in Von's bodily juices.
Happy ass. Do I look?
Look how big Von is. Good, Von. Show him. Do it again.
Nope. Wrong.
Holy fuck.
Show this one.
Von's got some guns on him.
Yeah, buddy, I do.
You should see my girl, man. My girl beats any Russian girl any day of the week.
I love how John... This is funny, this whole little part here. So I want to back this up, because there's no way I believe this is John's chick, right? So, I mean, anyone can get a video from TikTok of some young girl dancing. But that's not even the point. That's not even the point, right? I have no idea where he's getting this. I mean, why would this girl send him a video of her, like, doing this little fucking dance? Like, this is just fucking stupid. Obviously, it's from something. But, that aside, what Von says next is hilarious. Because, anyways, we'll deal with it.
Oh, man, my girl beats any Russian girl any day of the week.
She's well, yeah, she's a little big, but I mean, you're a little.
She's big. What do you?
A little big. I have to agree with J-Dubs here. There's nothing wrong with that woman. No, I don't believe that woman is his girlfriend. But I'm just saying, I'm going to put it back again. She's not, give me a break. Give me a break, Von. Considering we've seen what Von fucked. Let's just be 100% here.
Buddy, I do.
You should see my girl, man. My girl beats any Russian girl any day of the week.
She's well, yeah, she's a little big, but I mean, you're a little
She's
big.
big. What are you talking about?
She's a little big, but you're a little big too.
What are you talking about? Big? She's a fucking.
She is not a
chick.
string bean, okay? She is not a string bean. No, she fucking is not.
Let me hold on a second. Let me see what type of pictures I.
She is not a string bean, dude.
Hold on. Something's wrong with you, Vaughn.
No, I've got eyes. I can see.
She's a prostitute. I mean, that ain't fucking.
No, she ain't no prostitute.
Zoller, goddamn.
You don't think I sat down and smoked a fucking gram of crack with fucking crack whores before?
We haven't received one dime yet. You can be the first. Come on, Aaron Beckham, you can be the first. You can donate and give us, I told John we ain't going to get a dime all night, but he wanted to do it anyway. So I said, fuck it. We'll do it anyway. But you could be the first, Aaron. Aaron Beckham says, good evening. Hope you guys are getting well. Did you get some good donations? And what are we up to? We're up to actually $0. So you could be the first, Aaron. Put $100 down and start a trend.
So what's the closing statements for the night? Did we?
My closing statement, since it's 4 hours and 17 minutes.
Yeah.
All righty. My closing statement is I'm still working on the palace. Not sure what's going on with the renters, but I'll try and get up with them, see if they're going to give me some money. If they're not going to be able to give me some money, wow, then I'm going to be in a real pickle. And
they
then
should be paying rent, man. You got to be on it first of the month, giving them rent. You got to give them.
Yeah.
Remember, this is the income he's promising to pay you back if you pay it for him. Just remember that.
Well, if they, see, we had that damn holiday, and that threw everybody off. Because holiday was...
it threw me all off, right? Remember the 2 Easters? Folks, the epic Easter fight? We did Easter, and it just threw me all off. Can't do a second one.
Memorial Day, and it threw everybody off. Or was it Labor Day? I can't remember. Anyway, it was a holiday. It was a holiday, and it threw everything off. So, but I'm going to see what's going on with them and see what's going on and try to get up with them when I can.
I'm sorry Wilson has just donated $2. With the amount of yeast infections Vaughn and Andrea were playing catch with, I'm pretty sure Andrea's gash looked like peeling open a grilled cheese sandwich.
I really didn't want to think about it. And remember, she had her cervix ripped by George Bush pimps too, and that was an arc all its own. Folks, thank you, Wilson. Once again, I do appreciate it.
And hopefully I will. And if not, well, then I'll just go from there. By God, I'm willing to see what the gods have in store, and hopefully they've got something good in store. And if the gods are wanting me to sally forth somewhere else or somehow else or whatever, then so be it. I'm not, I'm not picky. I mean, I'm going to do whatever the gods want me to do. And if they want me out of here, then I'm out of here. It's up to them. So we'll see what happens. We'll see how things go. If that happens, then it fucking happens. I mean, no big deal. Yeah, I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. I'm not going to go crazy over it.
So I'm sure we could put this together as a progression of steps of acceptance, right? Like he's starting to really accept the situation. And look at this is a man defeated, folks.
Shit happens all the time, and if it does, then it does. And that's,
that's the way
I'm not going to fret over it. I'm not going to fret over it because it don't do you no good to fret over it any damn way. It really don't. It doesn't do anything to worry about it.
I'm going to get some sleep here. You take it easy, all right?
All right. So let's go over. So let's go up to this one now. We're getting to the dead dogs.
Vaughn, did you graduate early? No, actually, Mom had me to stay back because I was a lot shorter than everybody else.
What?
So Mom had me to stay back and, get some extra. I was able to get some extra points actually that way.
Stay back because you were shorter. You were shorter. Wait a minute. He used to claim he was like 5'10", 5'11", 6'2". But that aside, He was shorter than everybody. And his mom made him stay back a year in school. Okay.
But
don't think I'm buying that.
But I was already shorter than everybody else, so it didn't really matter.
Yeah, because you're 5'2".
I don't have a great and glorious future.
Oh well, yeah.
Here we go.
I'm on the
see. This is it. This is realization. It's dawning, right? I want to put this back for a sec. I want to put this back. This is a man who is coming face to face with reality, realizing he has burnt all his bridges. All the things we've been witnessing, folks, has led to this. This is where it all comes to a head.
Oh well, yeah.
I'm on the process.
Well,
I could possibly lose my fucking property any moment. I mean, you know. Oh, Vaughn, if you
any
get
moment.
Patreon, we'll help you. We'll subscribe to you. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, Vaughn, if you get PayPal, we'll add to your PayPal. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, Vaughn, if you get Cash App, we'll add to your Cash App. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You know, I keep waiting. Ain't nothing happening. Did I get that 5,000 money from the donation drive yesterday? Fuck no. I didn't even get $1. Even the dude that occasionally sends me some money on my Cash App, even he stopped. I don't know why, but he stopped. Yeah, I didn't get shit, bro. Didn't get nothing. Nary a thing, brother. $0. $0. It's all good though. Everything happens for a reason, even the bad shit.
Man, I wish we did better, man. I wish I was a better friend.
Well, why didn't you play the lottery last night? You might have won.
I might have won. I really don't have money to play the lottery, to be honest with you.
You ain't got $1? Or excuse me, $2. It's $2 a line. You have $2 to play the line?
I do have $2, but I need to save the money for like fucking bills and stuff.
Just checking up on the tax bill. Let's see if Vaughn had checked. See if I was right or wrong.
We got to get donations in. You're gonna help with the donations. Send $5-10 to Vaughn. Help him out.
No, I'm not gonna pay your tax, so I got to pay my own tax.
Yeah, $5 isn't going to pay my taxes.
Well,
I'm pretty sure.
You need thousands, so I'm not doing that.
If everyone gave if all 20 people gave $5, Vaughn would be okay for the month.
If all 20 people gave $5, that'd be $100, John. That's not going to do it.
Well, you know,
not going to cut it. It's going to be
thousands. Well, at least he buys some dinners for the week. You know?
Well, that's true. That's true.
The bitch about the whole damn thing is that Clay County, if Clay County had paid me my fucking money, I'd still have my kids now. See, here's the thing that makes me mad about Clay County. All right. They said, oh, we got to take your kids away from you and adopt them out because you ain't got no fucking money. But you ain't got no fucking money because we're refusing to give you the $67,000 in back child support that we owe you. We're refusing to give you the $74,000 for illegally locking you out of your home, and we're refusing to give you the 30-something million that fucking Frost stole from you. And I just think if they give me my fucking money, I would be okay. My kids would be okay. Everybody would be the fuck okay. But Clay County doesn't want to do that. And that's the fucking problem. There was no reason for my kids to have been adopted out. None. Because that $67,000 in back child support, I'm pretty damn sure me and the kids would be just fine with that. We'd be just fine. All right? That's the truth. And that's the problem. And so I don't know what the fuck to do. I guess maybe I'm going to try calling the ACLU, see if them motherfuckers can help me, because this is bullshit. If Clay County...
Just as a point, as an uber conservative, Vaughn has railed for years against the ACLU. But now, isn't it funny, just like the Biden bucks, when Vaughn needs it, his hand stretches. That don't underestimate the long arm of the Vaughn. If there's something to be gained, he'll try to get it, right? Except for actually getting disability and stuff. Anything that does minimal effort, and Vaughn can get something, he'll try to get it. So
would pay me the fucking money they owe me, my taxes would have been paid in January. They wouldn't be late. They're late because Clay County refused to pay me my fucking money. And by the way, if there's anybody out there that's a fucking lawyer that's willing to work with me pro bono, I will give you $1 million cash if you will recover my $32 million from them goddamn frosts and the $67,000 from CPS and the $74,000 from district court. If you will recover
$5 through Super Chat. Hey Vaughn, here's $5. Oops, I guess Secular's getting the dono instead. Sorry, Vaughn.
Well, the card laid is a card played. Sorry, folks. If any more accidental donations come through, I mean, there's nothing it's beyond my power here, folks. I'm just saying.
For my money, I will give you $1 million cash. I don't care what state you're in. If you're a competent lawyer and you're licensed to work in the state of Kentucky, get your ass down here and fucking represent me, and you get $1 million cash. That's my offer. And anybody that doesn't take it is stupid, because I don't think even a lawyer is going to get $1 million every day. So now, take me up my...
This is what's funny, because he thinks it's a slam dunk case and someone's stupid if they don't take it because it's like a guaranteed million. But then later, again, put that in your pocket, because he's going to contradict himself on that later.
Fucking offer, people. There's got to be a lawyer out there that's willing to work pro bono and give me my fucking money away from this goddamn county so that I can pay my bills.
I'll be honest with you, Vaughn. They're probably going to want more than $1 million for 32. They're probably going to want at least 8.
No, there's pro bono lawyers out there. It's just that for whatever reason here in Kentucky, they're scaredy cats. They're afraid of fucking stivers. They're a bunch of fucking scaredy cats. I should have had this shit done a year ago or 2 years ago.
Should have been done. Yeah, YouTube should have dealt with the trolls 10 years ago, and you should have got. There is no
reason this should have drug out like it did. None. Zero. Should have been over. There should have been no problem with me getting a lawyer. None. Should have been no problem. There should have been a pro bono lawyer said, okay, let's go into circuit court and recover your shit. And that should have been the end of it.
I wanted to hear more about this $1 million. I mean, I know some lawyers. Would probably love to have $1 million.
Well, apparently not, because I mean, every lawyer I called, no, we can't help you. No, we can't help you. No, we can't help you. I'm so fucking sick of hearing that I could scream. There ain't no pro bono lawyer out there that wants $1 million fucking dollars. Well, I can't believe that. I just can't believe it. But it's
true. You're saying the same thing over and over. If they are telling you they can't help you, they probably don't think you have a case. For example, the child support money from the government. The government doesn't pay child support. The non-custodial pays the custodial child support. Government never pays child support.
CPS owes me $67,000 in child support.
Well, you say that, but CPS doesn't pay people child support. That's not what they do.
Well, that's what they told me to do. That's what the judge said to do. Go over to where the CPS office is and go get your money.
A judge told you that?
In court, and CPS still hasn't given me the damn money.
You got it in writing?
I don't know what to tell you.
You got it in writing? You need it in writing. You need a judge's order. You need a judge's order in writing.
Well, see, the thing is, the judge told him to pay me my child support 3 times in court, and they didn't do it. Money. See, they literally believe themselves to be above the law. That's the thing.
CPS doesn't pay child support to people. That's the non-custodial pays the.
Who pays the damn child support? Somebody does.
The non-custodial parent. The non-custodial parent. That's what child support is.
The custodial parent does not pay no $67,000 fucking dollars in back child support.
Where did that number come from?
Andrea would have paid payments all along to them if I had sued for child support.
Right. But you didn't. You said you didn't, right?
Well, she didn't, because there was a fear that see, the reason I put a hold on it is because I was afraid she might commit suicide.
Okay.
And so I put a hold on it. And but see, the thing of it is, CPS says they can't find any record where I put a hold on it. And I'm saying, well, you can find a record where I got divorced, can't you? You can find a record where I got 100% custody, can't you? You can find a record where Judge Harris ordered the child support, can't you? Yes, those documents exist.
It was court ordered child support?
Taking the money.
But she just didn't pay it.
Not much.
Well, she
Okay,
didn't
good.
pay. I didn't pressure the issue because I was afraid she might commit suicide.
You don't have
She
to
had
pressure
5
the
mental
issue.
conditions, dude.
But-
I didn't
but-
want her killing herself. I would never kill myself.
But that's not. You don't have to pressure the issue. If it's court ordered,
no problem.
It comes out of her income or whatever. If there's an agreement.
She's not a
Well, I don't know. All I know is that I'm owed the damn money and I want my money.
But TPS, the government doesn't owe you that.
So, yeah,
That you need to go after Andrea.
Well,
But
you
it
know,
sounds like-
Andrea ain't got no $67,000.
But that's who
No
pays
way.
it. The government
What
doesn't
do I have
just
to
pay
do?
it because she
They'll
can.
have to pay it to me and then go after Andrea for it.
No, that's not the way it works. That's not the way.
Well, that has to be how the way it works. Or I'm going to sue them any goddamn way. And they're
Sue
still
them
gonna have
for
to pay
what?
it.
Sue them.
So again, Mr. Anti-Government, the size of a walnut, believes that if someone owes back child support, the government should cover it, then go after the person. Of course, that's not. Of course, that's. I mean, anybody knows anything about anybody that's went through a divorce or anything that's went through family courts and stuff, know that it's, if someone owes back child support. I mean, they'll take your license, and not let you drive if you owe back child support. At least here, I think it's the same in most states, and you go after the person that owes it. So Vaughn to say, well, I'd never get it out of Andrea. Well, I guess you're fucked. I guess you shouldn't have, she didn't. What income has Andrea ever had? She's been a ward of the state since forever. Like, what? Oh my God. It's the shit abyss, folks. I can't.
Because Andrea didn't pay you? Why is that their responsibility? It's Andrea.
Because they're the goddamn government.
That doesn't matter. They don't pay people.
Government.
That's like me saying I'm going to sue the government because they didn't pay your property tax.
They're the one that started all this shit. None of this shit would have been happening if they hadn't have done this shit in the first fucking place.
I think I know why you're having trouble getting
There
a
was
lawyer.
no reason for them to take my kids. My kids were not in any danger. My kids were not being abused or damaged in any way, hurt in any way.
J-Dubs is like at a drive-through or something. He left his mic on, so.
That was all bullshit. It's still my money. I still should have gotten it.
But you said you didn't pursue it. If you've got a court order for child support, I don't know why a lawyer wouldn't help you with that. But you don't have the kids anymore now, so you're obviously not going to draw it now. But for the stuff from then, maybe.
Thank you.
No problem.
Well, your idea that the government just pays it and then goes back after the other, that's not how this
That
works.
happens. What do you mean? That happens all the time.
It literally never
happens.
happens. No, that doesn't happen.
What do you think a repo is? A repo is where the government comes to take your damn car away when you don't make the payment.
No, that's not the government. That's a repo man. That's a repo business. And that's not the
And he
government.
works at the behest of a judge.
No, that's not true. No, repo man. My dad was a repo man.
Handles that shit.
They didn't work for a judge. He worked for the banks.
District court,
the
well,
people that owned
district
it.
court down here handles that shit. So,
Abby May says just because someone owes you money doesn't mean the government will. Exactly. They don't. The government doesn't just like cover civil matters like that, like debts. If if somebody steals from me,
Maybe I feel like
the government isn't responsible to
well,
pay me.
one
and they
thing the
go after
government does owe me is the $74,000 for illegally locking me out of the double wide. That was the government that did that.
That's your number, Vaughn. But you don't have any kind of judgment to back.
All right, folks. So this moves us up. This is going to be a little bit of a harder one. Now, that was a bit of rage, but we're building to the rage. This next one we're going to watch, and then we got a brand new one from tonight. So, but this one, he rages pretty hard. But unfortunately, we got to cover the dead dog. So we got everybody here now. Yes, we have another dead dog. Sissy, one of the outside dogs, he claims has been shot. I have no idea. This is, you can't make sense of it. It comes from Vaughn. But let's just assume that the dog was shot. I mean, he's got a pretty sketch this Tim dude that's working with him. I don't even want to speculate. Who knows? The dog probably just died because it wasn't looked after, right? But in any event, here's Vaughn's version of events. Folks, thumbs it up if you're just joining, and stick around because we got a little bit more.
Renters are fucking. How's your day going? How's that?
Not good, man. Not good.
Why is it not good? The renters are fucking you over?
Well, but that's not the problem. The problem is there was somebody on the property. They broke into the backside of the garage here, and they shot and killed Sissy, my dog, one of my dogs. And she was
the big dog, the hellhound.
She was one of the big dogs, right? And she was the sweetest, most lovingest thing. She would, even with him being an intruder, she would have just went up and looked at him sideways like this, like, "What are you doing here?" You know, she would never attack. She never bit anybody.
Man, that
she
is
never,
some
she,
hateful news, man.
She was just, she was a sweetheart. She was a literal sweetheart. And for this motherfucker to shoot her in cold blood like that.
Now you got cameras, though. You got cameras.
Well, that's the thing. Back in behind there, I ain't got no camera, and so unfortunately, I didn't get it. I wish to God I'd have got that asshole on film doing it, but I, you know,
oh man,
I didn't. Sadly, I've got cameras everywhere else except right there, and unfortunately, that's where he killed her. I found her body out. Huh?
Did he know the blind spot?
He might have. I don't know. Doesn't matter. I mean, you know, Sissy's still gone, and
yeah, Sissy's gone. Did anything get stolen?
I couldn't tell anything. I mean, there's a few knickknacks. I didn't really have anything hardly back there worth breaking in for. That's the fun part about it. And so he basically killed the dog for nothing. He basically killed her for nothing. So, you know, I heard a gunshot. And, you know, I
did hear a gunshot. When was this?
It was the other night. It was the other night. I heard a gunshot, and I'm like, uh-oh. You know, and I knew.
This is the other night. Then what? You didn't tell me until now. What happened?
You instinctively. No, well, I didn't want to say anything because of the damn trolls, but now that I found the body, because I was kind of holding out hope that she might still be alive, but I found the body. She's not. And trolls, man. If you had anything to do with this, you will wish to God you were never been born, because let me tell you something, trolls. There is a lot of things out there that's worse than death. Trust me.
Yeah, you better be careful if you were the one that did it, because when he heard the one that did it, he stayed in his house like a fucking coward and didn't even find the body. I heard a gunshot and someone out there, but I stayed right in my house and refused to leave. But whoever did it, if I do catch you next time. Plus, doesn't he have renters in the single wide back there too? Over there, I guess, across the yard. Fuck.
A lot of shit out there. That's a lot.
We really need the gods on chain your ass, Vaughn. Unless
I need to, but you know, like I said, they've got me locked up tight. We're handling it, and I'm like, okay. I'm letting them handle it. I'm giving them a chance to handle it. But, you know, I mean, shit like this really makes me want to change my mind, though, doesn't it? You know? But, you know, and of course, Bubby's moping around. He'll go out there and he'll sit, and it's like he's waiting for her to come eat, and she never comes to eat. Because I fed him, you know, I fed him this morning, and she never come. And I'm like, oh, shit. And that's you know... And
wait a minute.
It's really bad.
You heard the gunshot like 3 days ago, and you're just noticing she's not coming to eat? Like,
she was.
Of course, by feed, he means probably just cutting open the side of a bag of dog food and letting them eat out of it randomly for the next 2 or 3 days. So, you know, that
sweetest thing there was.
Yeah, I'm so sorry to hear this, Vaughn. This is sad.
Well, see, that's why these people need to die. Okay, they just need to fucking die. The death angel can't get here fast enough for me. He can't fucking get here fast enough for me.
Someone get a hold of G-Man now.
I'm sorry, Wilson has just donated $2. Woke up in the middle of the night, finds his property broken into and his dog shot and killed. Doesn't call the police? Sounds to me like Vaughn doesn't any sort of investigation because he starved yet another doggo to death.
Yeah, most likely scenario, you know. Probably put it in the freezer. Thanksgiving's coming up, you know, so I have a theory on that, folks.
They need to fucking die. You know, I'm, you know, yes, the money would be nice to have, but you know what? Fuck the money. They just need to fucking die. Every goddamn one.
Yeah, at this point, they just need to go. I agree.
Because I mean, this is just fucking stupid. You know, There's no sense in this.
It's just going on too long.
It's gone on too long, and there's no sense in it. And they just need to fucking die, man. You know, I mean, I'm a nice guy. I try to give and give and give. I try to be lenient. I try to, do what I can to, be passive and all that good shit. And it's just, I'm
yes, Vaughn. Vaughn is if you look up patience, tolerance, right? Almost stoic, like will to be passive, folks. You're going to see a picture of Vaughn. You're going to see this picture right here of this man, just like this. Because that is exactly what Vonhelton is known for.
About done with that. I'm just about done with that. They just need to fucking die. Every goddamn one of them. They just need to fucking die. And then, and then maybe I can, me and the dogs and maybe we can be left the fuck alone finally. That would be nice.
Yeah, but these dogs didn't do nothing to you.
And see, that's the thing. These dogs are not mean dogs. They're not evil dogs. Now.
Bam. I'm a hot dog. Bam. I'm a hot dog. Bam. I'm a hot dog. Look at me. Look at me. Bam. I'm a hot dog. Bam. I'm a hot dog. Bam. I'm a hot dog. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. I'm a hot dog. Everybody party. I'm a hot dog. Fun on a bun. Fun. Bam, bam. Fun. Bam, bam. Fun. I'm a hot dog. Everybody party. Look at me. 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 I'm a hot dog.
Now, if I had a bunch of Doberman Pinschers sitting out there chewing his fucking legs off, I don't know. Interestingly enough, maybe if I did have fucking Doberman attack dogs out there, they'd probably be alive and his happy ass would be mauled to pieces. I don't know. I mean, it's funny how things work out.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It just really.
No.
It just really, really upsets me. I don't know what to make of this shit. But I'm just going to keep plugging on. Yes, I'm all right. They come in here to see if I was okay. I'm okay. I'm okay, Floppy. Yeah, and by the way, Sissy was Floppy's best friend. Just so we're clear on that. My attorney, because Isaac's.
I hope the renters give you their rent money tomorrow.
That would be nice. Yeah, that would be nice. But if not, there's other things that I can do. If they don't, there's other things I can do. I'm sure the trolls or the frosts or whatever are thinking maybe they got a victory. No, they ain't got no victory, because there's always options. There's always options. And but I ain't gonna lose my property. I mean, if it really did look like I was going to lose my property, I'd just put it up for sale. Problem solved. I just say, hey, fuck your taxes. I'm putting the shit up for sale. Fuck you. Now, what are they going to do? Say no? They can't say no. I just put the shit up for sale, and then fuck them all, and take that money, hop on me a plane to Mother Russia, and go hang out with Vlad. My former enemy, ironically, if I lose everything tomorrow, I've still had a good run. I've had a good run. I defeated these fucking trolls.
I'm sorry, Wilson has just donated $2. By the way, Vaughn, I called the Humane Society that is literally a few miles from your house about this dog death. Expect them, hopefully. Again, this is not a threat. I don't talk about it. Be about it.
Words to Live by Wilson. Intriguing. Well, we'll see how that develops. Oh, wow. Thank you once again. Folks, if you're just joining, please thumbs it up. We got a little bit more to go. But this one, he's been upset. But this is where he gets raged. He goes into rage mode here coming up. And he has totally accepted the fact that he may just have to sell the properties and pay his debts and cut his losses. But now he's fantasizing about beating the trolls in court. I'm going to back it up. Just an inkling, just a touch.
I've had a good run.
A good run, folks.
I defeated these fucking trolls in court when it mattered the most. So, I've had a good run. I lost.
Yeah, you did.
I lost
when it mattered the most. When you lost your kids, when you lost 2 wives, I don't see the good run. When you became infamous on the internet for being an online sexual predator. When CNN covered you as an idiot. Are these like the highlights of your good run? Anyways.
Lost everything, but I still have my dignity and I still have my sanity and I still have, because I should have lost my sanity and dignity a long time ago, but I haven't. I still got those things. And so, the trolls weren't able to take that away from me. They managed to get everything else, but they can't take my dignity or my sanity. So as long as I got that, I'm okay. And as long as I got the floppy dog, I think I'm okay too, huh, Floppy? I got a message saying that hopefully things will turn around later on in the month. I hope that's the case.
You might have to just start knocking on these doors and saying, "Hey, you got to start paying rent, or you're gonna have to get the fuck on out of here."
Well,
man.
Exactly. Well, see, they think I'm penniless. They think I ain't got no money, and so because it costs money to boot these fuckers off my property.
Well, I thought your whole argument is you are penniless. That's why you're mooching money. That's when you're in trouble, and because your only income is the money, the very people that you're saying think you don't have the money aren't paying you. Like, folks, again, the shit abyss. I know better. I know better.
Oh, you got to pay 200 and something to the damn court. Then you got to pay another 60.
I thought you said Tim found some good people to put in these places.
Well, I thought they were good people too, but here this one's 2 months behind, that one's a month behind, the one over at Larry's is a month behind. So maybe they didn't. Maybe this whole damn thing was a setup. You never know.
Yeah, Tim, the guy with the criminal record that got caught rifling through the Frost garbage bin. The guy that they're pretty sure was the one that ripped the copper out of the properties and sold it. Yeah, good judge of character, Vaughn.
You never know. So, as far as I'm concerned, I'm just ready. I'm thinking seriously about just selling the property and literally taking Putin up on his offer. I mean, I can sell this property and sell my truck, and I can be on a plane to fucking Mother Russia just that fucking quick, baby.
Yeah.
I mean, fucking I-75 isn't far away.
Yeah, they take the airport right to get your ass on out of there. Yeah.
I may. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. At
Well,
least the trolls.
I hate to lose it. Yeah.
At least the trolls won't be able to do shit to me. That's for damn sure. I still am absolutely amazed that Clay County hasn't sat back and thought about what all they've done to my family at the behest of a bunch of goddamn fucking domestic terrorists on the fucking internet. Killed my mother, killed my father, drive my wife insane, steal my kids, steal all my stimulus checks, steal all my inheritance money, tried to steal the property several times, tried to kill me numerous times. And Clay County's totally okay with it. Not one Frost is in jail. They haven't went after none of these fucking trolls online. So I guess I have to assume Clay County is totally okay with everything that's been done to my family. I have to assume that. Because
you have to,
be in jail. These dumbasses actually expect me to throw the Frosts in prison. It's like, wait a minute. Did they commit a crime? Yes. They came into court with 2 fake documents. They killed my father, killed my mother.
They killed his father. Dude, they're old people, like, fucking, that died. Like, I mean, get over it. But, Wilson, I think that what he was trying to imply was that he could drive to the airport, the highway that goes straight to wherever, Lexington or wherever the fucking airport is. That he lives close enough to the highway to just hop a plane and head to Russia. Vonhelton that hates communists. I don't want to get into the thing. I'm just saying.
But my wife insane. James Arnold Frost comes out here and tells Mom, "Yeah, kick Andrea off the property," and her
That's
not
right.
guilty of a damn thing. You know, who's doing that shit? Me? No.
They should get the chair at least, minimum.
They should get the chair, and I don't understand it. Murders, I guess, is okay in Clay County. Apparently, Clay County don't give a fuck about none of this shit that's happened to my family. And that is what's really scary, is that a bunch of domestic terrorists and convicted criminals. Remember, folks, Darren Morrison, convicted criminal. Charlie Miller, convicted criminal. Larry Frost, convicted criminal. And when I say the word domestic terrorist, Tiffany Moser, domestic terrorist. Doug McGuire, domestic terrorist. Aaron Gray, domestic terrorist.
Yeah.
I'm not talking shit here. I'm talking about literal criminals, literal domestic terrorists. We're able to get a local government to destroy an entire man's family and steal literally everything he got and block him from getting anything else. And nobody in Clay County has stepped back and said, "Hey, wait a minute. We just destroyed a man's entire family at the behest of a bunch of fools on the fucking internet. Maybe we fucked up."
Yeah.
But see,
yeah, you would think so, right?
But apparently nobody has fucking common sense in Clay County. It all got breeded out or some shit. Because apparently nobody's really sat back and said, "Hey, wait a minute. We've done something horrible here. We've done something evil here." But they can't. It doesn't register up here. It's not registering in their fucking heads, apparently. I mean, that's the only thing I can figure. You know, because a little bit of common sense would have kicked in by now, I would think. You know, especially with the county attorney. The county attorney would have been like, "Hey, wait a minute. You know, maybe we're rushing the gun on this. Maybe we ought to give the man the back child support. Maybe we ought to give him the money he's owed for locking him out, illegally locking him out of his double wide. Maybe we ought to give him his kids back. Maybe we ought to give him back pay and damages." I mean, I've got hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of damage to these properties because of the frost. Hundreds of thousands of dollars. That roof is going to have to be replaced. Well, how much you think that is? You think that's a couple $100? No, that's thousands of dollars. Every bit of damage the frost has done to this property is thousands of dollars of damage. It ain't a few $100 to fix. Ain't nobody going to get up on that roof and fix that entire fucking roof. Because see, once you dig into it, you know, oh, well, there's just a little spot in the bathroom. Yeah, but once you dig into the wood, you got to dig back to good wood. You can't just stop at that black spot there. You got to dig back until you get to good wood, because if you don't, it's all going to collapse any goddamn way. And so we're looking at potentially replacing the entire fucking roof. Look what they done to my fucking family. My parents are dead. My wife is in a goddamn insane asylum. Look what they done to my family. So yeah, maybe he should be left alone. Maybe you should file a fucking lawsuit. I think it's time these fuckers went to jail. Somebody needs to go to fucking jail for what was done to my family. That's what needs to fucking happen. How would you like it if your parents were dead, Todd? How would you like it if your wife was in an insane asylum? How would you like it if your kids got come out here and took away from you for no fucking reason?
I agree with that one, Vaughn.
I got a funny feeling you wouldn't like it if it was happening.
He wouldn't like that at all. He wouldn't like that at all.
I got a funny feeling you wouldn't like it if it was happening to your family. Call it a hunch. This is bullshit, man. This is bullshit. And Todd, you are absolutely 100% responsible, because you should have been on your fucking YouTube channel making videos against these trolls, telling them they went too far, telling them that they've hurt innocent lives because of this shit. Them kids never got to have a childhood because of this shit. Because CPS is coming out taking them away all the time. They never even got to have a fucking childhood. You could have used your YouTube channel to went after these trolls and tell them to shut the fuck up, leave that man alone, and do everything you can to call Clay County and try to get this shit reversed.
Now.
I'm sorry, Wilson has just donated $2. He took 2 years of roofing school. He just hasn't remembered that part yet.
Right. Yeah, it's coming. Thank you very much, folks. The rage even intensifies here. We're going to get that property, Wilson. $2 at a time.
That's what you should have done, Todd. But you didn't do it, did you? No, you fucking did not. No, you did not. So don't tell me this shit that you ain't accountable for this, because you are. Because you had the ability to stop it and you didn't. So you're just as guilty as they are. Just as guilty. You could have stopped this shit. You didn't want to. You thought it was funny.
They don't want to stop it.
You know, I know that somebody somewhere in the goddamn state of motherfucking Kentucky should have a brain and step back and say, wait a minute, this man's entire fucking family was wiped out. He lost everything. And then the motherfucking Robert motherfucking Stivers blocks me from getting my goddamn disability SSI and VA. I even had a fucking lawyer lined up. Isaacs was working to get me my shit. Congressman Stivers of the state of Kentucky calls Corbin and literally blocks my attorney, Isaacs from getting my disability, my SSI, and my VA. Yeah, he fucking did. Yes.
Isn't that like an abuse of his authority or something?
Just like he called up to London and cut off my food stamps, just like he called Jackson Electric over in Jackson County and cut off my electric, just like he called Manchester Water in Manchester, Kentucky and cut off my water. Yes, he fucking called Corbin and and blocked me from getting my shit. Well, blocked my attorney. Because Isaacs emailed me back, said, we can't do nothing. We can't get in there to get your stuff. Well, who has the power to do that? Stivers is the only one I know that's got that kind of power because he's a Kentucky congressman. Let him fucking go to court. Let him take me to court. Take me to court, Stivers. Take me to court, you son of a bitch.
All right, Vaughn. Let's not get too fucking wild.
No, I hope he does. Because if he does, then I'll put it all out there. Like I'm over there.
J-Dub's got to step in. I want to watch that again. I'm going to put it back a little bit. You got to savor this.
Yeah, he fucking did.
Yeah, he did.
Yes,
isn't that like an abuse of his authority or something?
Just like he called up to London and cut off my food stamps, just like he called Jackson Electric over in Jackson County and cut off my electric, just like he called Manchester Water in Manchester, Kentucky and cut off my water. Yes, he fucking called Corbin and and blocked me from getting my shit. Well, blocked my attorney. Because Isaacs emailed me back, said, we can't do nothing. We can't get in there to get your stuff. Well, who has the power to do that? Stivers is the only one I know that's got that kind of power because he's a Kentucky congressman. Let him fucking go to court. Let him take me to court. Take me to court, Stivers. Take me to court, you son of a bitch.
All right, Vaughn. Let's not get too fucking wild.
No, I hope he does. Because if he does, then I'll put it all out there. Like I'm over there starving to death. I'm over there starving to death because he cut off my food stamps up in London. I had to contact a state supervisor to get my goddamn food stamps turned back on. A state supervisor. Well, who the fuck has the power to shut shit off at the state level? Stivers is the only one that has that power. He's the only one that has that power. Nobody else has that power. He's the only one. So anybody that says Stivers didn't do it, you're a fucking liar. And I'll tell you to your face, you're a goddamn liar. When shit gets shut off at the state level, it has to be a state congressman that did it. Duh. This is not hard to figure out. This is pretty easy to figure out. And that dog out there laying dead was the sweetest thing you ever met. She was a sweetheart.
That is sick.
She would come up to me and she would cry. She would whine and cry and want to be held. And I'd give her a big old bear hug. And, you know, it was just horrible. Horrible. You people need to fucking die. Every goddamn one of you goddamn YouTube trolls need to fucking die. The fuck's the matter with you motherfuckers? And YouTube, you should be held accountable for this shit. Because you're allowing it to happen. You can stop this shit, YouTube, anytime you fucking want it. You could. There's no way them trolls should have been allowed to be on your service for no 15 goddamn years harassing the fuck out of people. I thought harassment was against your terms of service, YouTube. Apparently it ain't. Apparently it ain't.
All right, folks, so we're almost there. This will bring us up to the most current as of this evening. and we're gonna dive right in. So big thanks again to Nats and the Pizza. I haven't watched this clip yet, as you can see. I haven't had a chance to preview it or watch it. It looks like Vaughn is animated, so oh goodness, I love it. So make sure you go over and give this guy a like, a view, a subscribe, a subscribe if you could. Nats and the Pizza. I'll throw out the link, folks. That's the crowning jewel of the evening.
That was for the 2023 taxes. The 2024s are due when?
January. January ain't here yet.
So this all comes back again in January.
Correct. Every January you have to pay. And so I'm paying for 2023s, and then 2024s will be. Wait a minute. I did pay 2023s. I had $32,000. I caught up all my fucking taxes. So this has to be 2024 I'm paying on.
So did the people next door pay up this month?
Not yet. I gotta go get it. I guess I'm gonna have to camp out on their front porch.
Well, I'd say just go ask for it nicely, and then if they don't, write them up a letter, give them their 2 weeks notice, and then call the sheriff.
Yep, that's what I got to do.
You don't have to go to court to evict somebody. You just need a legal document, and then just call the sheriff. You have to give them 2 weeks notice.
Mm-hmm. See, they were going to pay last month's rent on the 15th.
Mm-hmm.
Then he pushed me back to the 31st for last month's rent. Then he was going to pay this month's rent on the 1st. I said, are you going to be able to do a quick turnaround like that? He said, yes, I'll be able to do it. I said, okay, fine. So I let it ride. And so 15th come, he never paid. I was expecting that though. But the 31st come, he never paid. The 1st come, he never paid. 2nd come, he never paid. 3rd, 4th. Now here we are the 9th. They still haven't paid. So I have to wonder what the hell's going on,
Did you ever follow up with the tax guy about the situation?
What guy?
Like whoever does the taxes in Kentucky.
Oh, no.
Like with the county or something.
No, I'm just gonna get the money together and pay it, or I'm gonna sell my property. And like I said, it's stipulated right in my will that the property, even if I sell it, even if they kill my ass, the property is never to go to the Frost ever. Yeah. Never ever. It's to either go to my children or it's to go to a complete stranger that has no ties to the Frost whatsoever. But the Frosts are not going to be able to get the property. Sucks to be them. And
I'm pretty sure the will says nothing like that, but
put that shit in writing. So fuck them. Fuck them sideways.
Who's Jeffrey? You know someone named Jeffrey?
Jeffrey Spicoli, probably. Yes, Jeffrey.
Hello.
Hi, Vaughn.
What's on your mind?
Sorry to hear about your tax issue. I hope it works out for you.
I'm sure you do. What's on your mind?
Nothing. I just wanted to say that.
Oh, okay.
Well, if you really are concerned, how about donate $5-10 or something to his cash app?
He can't do that.
That ain't gonna help. He's gonna need a lot more than that. Well, in all seriousness, do you got a plan B?
Lardo 444 donated $5 through Super Chat. Shish, listen real close. I hear violins playing in the background.
That's true. Thank you very much, Lardo. Yeah, the world's smallest violin is playing the world's saddest song for Vonhelton right now. It's oh, I don't necessarily believe in karma as a mystical force, but if she does exist, she is a cold-hearted bitch, and her. Oh, I already put this on the playlist again, folks. Playlist. We got playlists going on, but make sure to check out Nats and give him some love over here for doing the good work. But yeah, I mean, it couldn't happen to a better guy, right? Thank you very much, Lardo. I do appreciate that.
Do I have a plan B? Yeah, sell the property. I can sell the property right fucking now. I've already got 3 buyers. Did you know that? I already got 3 buyers. I can sell the property right fucking now.
Well, can't you just sell like 1 or 2 of them and get caught up on?
No, because if I sell 1 or 2 of them, then I won't have a fucking income to pay it the next year, or the next year, or the next year, or the next year. You have to have income coming in order to have outcome going out. And if I sell the properties, then I ain't got no income coming in, and then I am screwed.
because I won't be able to pay it next year either. So no, the only option I have is to sell. If these renters don't pay and something else doesn't happen, because it's $2,000. The renters will give me $1,500, and then I need another $500, and then I should be able to pay the taxes. But if the renters don't pay, or if I can't get the other $500, then I don't know. I'll just sell the fucking property. Like I said, I've already been approached 3 fucking times to buy the property, so I'll just sell the shit. And then I'll take Putin up on his fucking offer. I get a free house. I get free utilities. I get free medical. I don't have to do shit. The only thing I got to do is go.
Putin's offer. Was this like something where Putin said, if people want to move from America, how they all said, I'm going to move to Canada if so-and-so wins? Is that did Putin make some offer? Is that what he's talking about? Because I'm pretty sure even Vaughn, as delusional as he is, doesn't think that he just talked to Putin directly, though he does believe Putin watches his videos, so you never know with Vaughn, but I'm not aware of this offer for him to move to Russia.
Go there.
Vaughn, did you ever call the clerk and see what the charges were?
No. I know what the charges were. I got a deferment, remember? I know what the charges are. It's about $2,000. I give $1,500 from the renters, and then I get another $500. I can pay it. I can pay it in full. Maybe I can get another extension. I don't know. I'll see.
Does that include late fees and interest?
You don't have late fees and interest if you get an extension. That's the whole point of getting an extension. So at the late fees and whatnot are waived.
Are you 100% sure?
Yeah, because that's the whole damn point of getting one. Why get a fucking waiver if they're just going to dogpile on all them fees and taxes?
So, Vaughn, that was for the 2023 taxes. The 2024s are due when?
January. January ain't here yet.
So this all comes back again in January.
Correct. Every January you have to pay. And so I'm paying for 2023s, and then 2024s will be. Wait a minute, I did pay 2023s. I had $32,000. I caught up all my fucking taxes. So this has to be 2024 I'm paying on. It has to be, because I got my taxes all caught up. I wasn't behind on nothing.
It's on the Clay County delinquent tax for 2023. That's why it's still in your mom's name.
Okay. First of all, nobody is saying who the fuck put it in there. Nobody is.
The county clerk did.
Well, the county clerk is wrong then, because like I said, I had $32,000 in the bank. I know all my taxes are caught up. They have to be, because I'm not going to let them be delinquent. So they have to be caught up.
Wait a minute. So how can you be saying that you got an extension if the 2023 taxes are paid? The 2024 taxes aren't even due until January. Well, what is it?
No, the 2024 was due this January, and that's what I'm paying on 2024. They were due in January, and that's what I'm paying on 2024. There has to be, because I had plenty of money to pay the taxes. First thing I did when I got control of that money, that what little pittance they
prepaying your property tax is not a thing.
I need G-Man. Someone get a hold of G-Man now.
I'm sorry, Wilson has just donated $2. Not to outdo Lardo, but imagine that Vaughn is the Titanic, but Vaughn is also the iceberg. There's no band playing as he sinks, because it's the product of his own destruction.
Thank you, Wilson. Again, that puts a pretty picture in our head. Yeah, I'm just going to keep it going here.
He gave me in the estate. What a fucking joke that was. Well, it was a slap in the face, actually. Steal $32 million and then put $32,000 in there as a slap in the face, as a fuck you, Vonhelton. I mean, that's obvious. A moron could figure that one out. But I took that money and I used it to pay off all my bills, pay off all my debts, pay off everything that was owed, and all the taxes and shit. So I know I ain't behind. I can't be behind because I paid them all off. I got everything put in my name, even got that done. Everything's in my name. See, that's what I'm saying. That thing on in the newspaper or whatever, it can't be real, because none of the properties are in my mother's name. They're all in my name.
But this was from 2023.
Well, there's no way I could owe 2023 because I would have paid 2023. I would have
Well,
paid it.
maybe that's one of the reasons why you need to call the city or the county clerk and get that cleared up, because it's on their website.
Stivers did this shit. Okay. So calling the Clay County clerk ain't going to do shit because Stivers probably told him, yeah, don't tell him shit. Don't let him do nothing. Just like when he called over to Corbin and blocked my attorney from giving me my disability, my SSI, and my VA.
Geez, Vaughn, how would we know? If only there was an office we could call and test this theory, right? If only.
Apparently Clay County loves the fuck out of Stivers. Stivers can do no wrong. Stivers could have walked in that courtroom, pulled out a pistol, and shot me dead right in the middle of the fucking courtroom, and nobody would have done jack fucking shit to him. Nobody. Because, how do you know, Vaughn? Because he did try to kill me. He cut off my food stamps, cut off my electric, cut off my water, was going to throw me out in 15 below zero weather. Well, what happens in scenarios like that?
Wait a minute. How could he cut off your electric?
Because he did. He called over to Jackson Energy and cut it off. Sure did.
He can call up the electric company and say, turn off this guy's electric?
He is a congressman. Yes, he can. He's a Kentucky congressman. Why do you think nobody's thrown the Frosts in jail for grand theft, fraud, multiple felonies? The death of my two parents, and the Frosts are not in a jail cell. Think, dude, it's because their attorney is a Kentucky congressman. Ain't nobody going to do shit. Nobody's going to do a goddamn thing, except maybe the gods or my ET friends. Them's the only ones that can do anything at this point, I think. Now, I've got some irons in the fire, but I ain't got no reply on that shit yet. We'll see what happens. One good thing about it is if they do start a bunch of shit, at least I'll get represented in court. And then I can just ask for a change of venue.
What do you mean?
Exactly what I mean. My stuff is tied up in a court of law. My stuff is in an estate. An estate is tied up in a district court. Okay.
So how can you sell any property?
Well, that's the thing. I'd have to break the estate, which is easy done. I just got to go into court and say, I'm breaking the estate, and that's the end of it. But
what do you mean, break the estate? I don't understand what you mean by that.
The judge left it entirely into my hands when to end the Alice Helton estate. I can literally pick whenever I want.
So as far as the county is concerned, the estate is still in your mom's name?
No, it's in my name. Everything is in my name. That's why I'm saying that damn ad on the TV, in the newspaper or whatever the fuck it is. It's not real. It can't be real.
It's not an ad. It's the Clay County delinquent tax site. You can Google it and look at it.
Well, I can Google a lot of things. First of all, I've never heard of that fucking website in my life. All the dealings of court that I've been having in district court, that website was never once mentioned. Never, ever. And I'm thinking that it's real easy to make a fake website on the internet.
Well, geez, how could we settle this then, Vaughn? What could we, if only there was a number, an office that we could call, a clerk maybe, that could try to answer some of these questions?
Real easy.
This is very easily solvable. You got multiple screens. You could just go into Clay County, the government website, and type in delinquent taxes, and it will come right up. I mean, how would somebody be able to do that on two different screens? I don't get it.
Motherfucking Stivers. You're not listening to what I say. You're not listening to what I say. You only hear what you want to hear. You don't hear what I say. Stivers is a Kentucky congressman. He can make a fake website. He can put shit in legal documents calling me a mass murderer or something. He can do that. He called up to London and shut off my damn food stamps. He called over to Manchester Water, shut off my water. He called Jackson Energy and shut off my electric. He called Corbin and blocked me from getting my disability, my SSI, and my VA. He's a congressman. He can do shit like that. He can call them up and say, yeah, man, that Vonhelton, he's a mass murderer. Print that shit. And they'll print it because he's a congressman. They'll listen to him. They believe he's telling the truth when he's not. But, you know, like I said, if these renters here don't give me my rent, them guys don't give me my rent, and the guy renting Fat Larry's, he don't give me no rent, then I'll just sell the goddamn property and boot every one of them out in the goddamn street. Sucks to be them.
Well, no, you just got to give them their 2 weeks notice, and then if they don't pay up, kick them out and go find new renters.
I don't have enough time, bro. I only got until the 18th to pay this shit. I don't have enough time.
Well, once you sell the property, then pay the taxes, then take your $130,000, whatever you'll get for the property, then maybe go get yourself a nice trailer on the beach somewhere. Well, look up off-the-grid tiny homes or something like that. There's some off-the-grid homes I've seen that are really nice for cheap.
I don't have an income. You have to have an income. I don't have one.
But you should have one once you pay off sell all the properties, you'll have some cash. Decent amount for a little while.
You know how quick that'll go.
Yeah, especially, like, do the math. You got to buy another place. Right? Jesus.
Yeah, but $130,000, you could probably buy a small house for at least $50K in Kentucky and just buy it to own it. Something like that.
If everybody give me the money that they owed me, I wouldn't have a problem. If CPS would give me my $67,000 in back child support, if district court would give me the $74,000 for being locked out of my double wide illegally, and if the courts would force the Frost to give me back my inheritance money, the $32 million in cash, documents, jewelry, lawn equipment, and guns, I wouldn't have a problem.
All right, folks. Well, that pretty much brings us to I think we're all up to date at this juncture. I mean, you could sift through 2 and 3 hour hangouts and try to get more nuggets, but I think Nats and the Pizza once again has done an outstanding job, folks. Like I said, if you don't mind, if you haven't yet, please go over and give them a sub, give it a like, give it a view, something like that. But yeah, that's where we're at, folks. So I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight, and keep your eyes open, your ear to the ground, and we will see you as the lulls continue. Ladies and gentlemen, hold your loved ones close tonight, because you never know when something like this could happen to you, unless you know you're responsible, you work, you pay your taxes, and you're not a scumbag deadbeat. But in any event, folks,